Hi, this is Suleiman Ayaskar from Professional Boxing. I would like to talk about the welterweight division, the 147-pound division in professional boxing at this time. A highly glorified and celebrated division. We have several champions and several contenders at this present time in this division and have made it very exciting. We have one champion that became champion of the world, the WBO 147-pound champion, Mr. Terrence Crawford from Omaha, Nebraska, defeated Jeff Horn by knockout in the 9th round this past weekend. By him doing that, he put himself in the upper echelon of the 147-pound division. His name has been mentioned with Errol Spence, the IBF welterweight champion, the top fighter, and also the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the welterweight division, Keith Thurman, who has been injured for a brief amount of time and has stepped out of boxing for a brief amount of time because of a marriage. He acquired a new wife in Nepal. Hope to see him soon. Hope to see him defend his WBA Super Championship and once again attain another world championship. His WBC welterweight champion, which he won from defeating by split decision, and the only man to defeat Danny Garcia, DSG, has been stripped from him, and Sean Porter and Danny Garcia are going to fight for the belt. The highly anticipated fight will be taking place soon, and the odds are against Sean Porter. Danny Garcia most probably and most significantly will attain his championship belt again and strive and attempt to unify again with one of the other champions. Everybody's mentioning Errol Spence against Terrence Crawford for a unification fight. That's a must-see fight. The WBO champion has not fully acclimated himself to that weight. He just became champion with one fight. I think another fight should be taking place for him to further acclimate himself with the division. The IBF champion, Errol Spence, will be defending his belt against Mr. Ocampo very shortly soon, and we will see from that fight what will happen next. This division right here is real hot. It has a lot of contenders. You have Adrian Broner in the 147-pound division. You got Jesse Vargas. You got Chris Algieri. You got Amir Khan. You got multiple highly talented champions in this division that and ex-champions that could fight at any time and take one of these belts and take it to the further level. I would like to see Amir Khan get into this mix. I would like to see Adrian Broner get into this mix. I would like to see one of these possible fighters get into this mix and take it to the further level. This is a division that everybody wants to see the fights because it's the only division, the last division that you get to use 8-ounce gloves. So the power is significant. Also, there's a lot of snapping and punching in this division. Before they move to 154, they use heavier gloves. So this is the division that you see a lot of knockouts. A lot of people get stopped. A lot of finishing takes place, like what the fight that happened this weekend between Terrence Crawford and Jeff Horn. I would like to see these fights take place. I would like to see a guy like Adrian Broner become more focused and start calling out champions again, win fights and start calling out champions again. He's a 4-division champion himself. He's highly accredited. Become more focused. He fights more. He works a lot coming in. He walks down the fighters. All he has to do is learn how to focus to fight more, attack the body more with his left hand. Most of these fighters now at this division are fighting southpaw, or they use the southpaw stance, which is easy for him to duck the jab, the southpaw jab, and use his left hook to the body and up. So if he learns how to use this trade and knows how to slip the jab and fight slow, he could once again become champion of the world in a spectacular fashion in this division. Also, Danny Garcia is another one that knows how to slip punches and knows how to hurt people with that left hand. He fights flat-footed. He's another person that's very everybody underrates him, but he always comes up at the end of the day and wins. And you can't count him out. The last fight that he fought, Mr. Keith Thurman, hurt his shoulder with some calcium deposit or something like that, and had to take some time off. So a lot of new things up in the horizon for the welterweight division. I would like to see Amir Khan get into that mix once again. The Punjabi slap. He doesn't have too much power, but he could stun people. He has a great jab. He throws a lot of flurries of punches, speed, and everything. I would like to see him in there, and once again compete for a world-class championship. There's a lot of fights in there. Luis Collazo is another phantom. He has disappeared. You don't hear about him anymore, but he knocked out some young up-and-comer, and I'm pretty sure he wants to fight for contest a world championship again. Also, the IBO belt, I think, is still vacant. I don't know why these fighters don't want to fight for this belt. I was saying that to a couple of friends of mine before. If I was AB, I could go the UK route, get this IBO belt, the International Boxing Organization belt, which is vacant, and build on from there. It's still a world championship. You're still paying sanction fees. Get this belt, put it in your collection, and say, look, I got this IBO belt. I want to unify. Start challenging guys like Errol Spence. Start calling out fighters. Get a rematch with Jesse Vargas, and see if you could pull it through and finish him. That fight was very easy. You could have easily won that fight if you was more focused, and you would have dismantled him more with a body attack. He was ripe for the taking at the end of at the later rounds. He used a lot of good jabbing. You showed that you had a very sturdy chin in that fight, Adrian Broner. I think you could take it to a further level. I think you should work more on a body attack. Imitate a fighter that fights more. Don't try to be Fancy Dan. You're not a Thomas Hearns, but you cut the ring very well. You're very strong. All you got to do is work on the body more, and I think you could become one of the top tier premier fighters that you once was in the welterweight division. Okay, Jesse Vargas, you've been put through the gauntlet. I think you should try to fight for a world championship level again, and just box and move. Don't stand and trade with these guys. You've got very lucky this last fight. AB wasn't using the right game plan. But if you do get into a ring with Errol Spence, with a guy like that, you can't be taking chances like that. You gotta box and move, tap and move. That's what you're good at. And when you get the opportunity to crack him with the right hand, you do it. So this is the only way that you could become champion of the world again. The division is becoming very hot. It's full of talent. There's contenders in there that are very talented. I'm pretty sure Salam Ali is coming down to 147 again, and a possible rematch could be made. You won the last fight. I'm pretty sure you want some payback. You know what I'm saying? He fought a giant in the 154 division, Jamie Munguia, and he was cracking Jamie Munguia all night long, but the punches were having no effect. He didn't bring in to the 154 pound level his power. The gloves have changed. When you go to 154, you don't have the same nullifying power. Many fighters don't bring that nullifying power to that division because they're using bigger gloves. Okay, so a lot of talents coming up in the 147 pound division. I'm pretty sure a lot of fighters want to see this, and this is what we need to see. More fights in this division, till we get one unified, highly celebrated and glorified championship at that division. I don't see why it can't happen. I'm pretty sure these promoters can make the negotiations and make these fights happen. You know what I'm saying? So you guys have a great day. I want to give a shout out once again to the new champion from the WBO division, Terrence Crawford from Omaha, Nebraska. You did a great show. You stunned me, man. You show people once again that you have the great boxing skills, and I would like to see you implement those skills against a guy like Errol Spence, a guy like Danny Garcia. a guy like Amir Khan, a guy like Jesse Vargas. You got tons and tons of talent there that you could make yourself undisputed champion. You guys have a great day. Once again, this is Suleiman I Oscar from Professional Boxing, and you guys take care.